there, I'm Peggy McColl. I want to welcome you to the Manifestation Podcast, where we're here to help you manifest your every desire. Today, we're going to talk about COVID times and how to thrive during challenging times. There are a lot of people who believe that during periods of time like recessions or economically challenging times, or other times like COVID, which is a pandemic that is going on at the time of this recording, are times when people need to cower away and just get on their knees perhaps and pray for the best. And not that there's anything wrong with that, but here's what I believe. I believe that you always have an opportunity, no matter what's going on in the world, to really thrive. And you can thrive in ways that you've never even thought of before, because the world needs help. They need guidance. They need information. You see, I've been teaching online marketing now for well over 20 years. And I have come to know that no matter where you are in the world, or no matter where your prospects or clients are in the world, when you tap into this thing called the internet, you can serve people anywhere. And you can be serving people at all hours a day as well. So regardless of where you live or regardless of what you're currently doing, there are opportunities right now. And these opportunities are available to everyone. Several years ago, I joined forces with a couple of other extraordinary people in this world, and we delivered a program called Making a Million Look Small. The idea behind Making a Million Look Small was to teach people prosperity consciousness, how to understand first how you attract or repel abundance from your life. So a big part of the teaching and a big part of the program included the mindset that was absolutely necessary in order to have abundance, in order to attract wealth into one's life. But here's what I want you to understand. And we're going to do this in a relatively short period of time. There's 3 parts to you manifesting more abundance into your life. And we're going to cover those 3 parts in this podcast. What I suggest that you do is be ready to take notes and to take action. So what's the first part of attracting more abundance or extraordinary abundance into your life? That starts with willingness. Now, you don't have to know how, and I want you to know that you don't have to know how you're going to attract the things that you would love to be experiencing into your life. But willingness is an essential first step. There's a quote that I heard many, many years ago, and it goes like this: dissatisfaction stimulates growth. So if you're at a point right now in your life where you're feeling dissatisfaction, perhaps dissatisfaction with what you're doing or not doing, dissatisfaction with the amount of money that you're earning or not earning, dissatisfaction with how much money that you have in your bank account or don't have in your bank account. The idea behind dissatisfaction stimulating growth is that when you're dissatisfied to a point where you say to yourself, enough is enough, that creates the willingness, that creates the opening for you to make a decision. So the first step is to be willing to do something about your current situation. This is where people get to where they decide that they want to lose weight or release weight. They get to a point where they jump on a scale and they see a number that's just shattering or scary, and they're like, okay, enough is enough. I'm willing to do something right now to make a change. People that are in relationships, when relationships aren't working out the way they would love for them to be, they are willing to do something about it. Now, that willingness may lead to drastic measures. That willingness may lead to some positive change. And that's what we're all about here at Dynamic Destinies, positive change. So if you're willing to experience more abundance in your life or more joy in your life, well, just recognize that you're in a wonderful state. You're in a wonderful place at this moment, a wonderful place that invites creativity, that invites this opportunity for you to do something about it. That's the first step. The next step is to make an absolute firm decision that you're going to do something about it. This is what we call commitment. And with commitment also involves and invites discipline, where you're going to discipline yourself to do things differently every single day. And when we're talking about making a decision and being committed and disciplining yourself, we're talking about first and foremost, a very important part, and that is to get your thinking right. You've got to believe that it's already done. You've got to feel as if you've already accomplished that in which you would love to accomplish. You've got to really resonate with it. Now, at first, it's going to feel very foreign. It's going to feel uncomfortable. And the reason is because you've never done this before. You've never accomplished this before. But the fact is, when you condition yourself, and that's the third part of it, when you really condition yourself to be successful, you will become successful. So understand that there's going to be discomfort in this whole process. But I'm going to tell you something, and I really want you to lean in and listen in. When you follow what I'm suggesting, your whole world can change in a positive way. But it really is up to you. No one else can do it for you. No one else is going to do the work. You must be the one who has the willingness to make the change and then makes the decision and sticks with it until you manifest what you desire into form. Now, at this stage or at this step, again, remember, you do not have to know how. The whole idea behind you don't have to know how is such a powerful understanding. I have often said that if I could find the highest mountain in this world, climb on top and scream out to the world, you don't have to know how. You're going to live that dream life or attract that perfect soulmate into your life, or to be earning the kind of money that really has you living an extraordinarily abundant, opulent life. You don't have to know how, or to be at your perfect weight and to feel really good about who you are. You don't have to know how, but you must be willing, step one, and you must commit and make that decision, step two. What is step three? Well, this is where, as they say, the rubber hits the road. Step three is to be in action, to be feeling it every single day. This is where discipline is absolutely required. I have personally been studying personal development now for over 40 years. The first 15 years, I was probably dabbling in it. What do I mean by dabbling in it? I was very interested in improving my life. I was very interested in improving myself. And I would go to seminar after seminar after seminar. I would buy all the books. I would read the books. I would be listening to audios. But I noticed that I wasn't really having the major shifts in my life that I desired to have. And the reason is simple. The reason is because I wasn't disciplining myself to implement success strategies into my life every single day. And I made a decision back then that I'm going to discipline myself so perfectly in so many wonderful ways that success would be just inevitable. It would be something that was absolutely guaranteed, because success is guaranteed. Your amazing life is guaranteed. Everything that you desire to have in your life is possible for you. I want you to really know that and understand that. And what we're really talking about and what I teach, what I share with people in my programs or in my mentoring really is simple, but it's not easy. And the reason why it's not easy is because we're right here at step three, which is disciplining and living as if you are living that dream life every single day, is a challenge because of our previous conditioning, because of the beliefs that we've already established, and because of the paradigms that we have within our subconscious mind. You see, your subconscious mind is 30,000 times stronger than your conscious mind. So having said that, and knowing that, you must understand that through the conditioning part, through these disciplines that you're going to implement, is where you really reprogram your subconscious mind. So I want you to understand that. The other part that I want you to understand is that it will take time. It's going to take time. You've got to respect that. But while you respect that, and while you may know that, you must be being the person and living as if you've already created the success that you desire in your life. All right. Now that really is it. Now, how long have we been here together? A matter of minutes? Now, Peggy, are you telling me that that's the secret to success right there? Yes, I am telling you that. Now, why am I telling you that? Because I know it. But we're complex beings, us human beings. But what I've come to understand is that when we really get this and we apply it, our whole world will change. And my whole world has changed. My whole world has changed in every way. But more importantly, and what I feel in my heart, what's changed that's made the biggest difference in my results is how I feel about myself. Now, can you condition yourself to feel really good about who you are? To have such a strong sense of self, have a really high self-confidence that can change your world? Yes, it can change your world. So let's talk about disciplines and what you can implement in your life on a daily basis as a practice that can have you thriving now, whether it's challenging times or not challenging times. Because when we think about this world, there are always opportunities. But what happens is people start to believe there's no opportunity out there, or it's a time that you need to cower away and just hold your breath and hope for it all to be done and gone. Well, you're going to be stuck with the masses. But I suspect you're here, you're listening to this, you're a subscriber to the Manifestation Podcast, you're in a different category. You're in a category of choosing to be along the extra mile. And I'll tell you something, it's not crowded along the extra mile. And the reason why it's not crowded along the extra mile is because most people are not willing to do what's necessary in order to experience success. So what are those daily disciplines that you can implement every single day to have you experiencing phenomenal success during challenging times or not? This becomes your daily practice from the moment you wake up to the moment you go to bed. So I'm going to give you recommendations right here, right now of what you can do. And these things are not going to consume hours and hours and hours and hours of your time, although you're going to be doing these things between your waking hours from the time you wake up until the time you go to bed. And I will be sharing with you what I personally do every single day. All right. Okay, so here it goes. When you wake up in the morning, now I've started a practice, a fairly new, recent practice of meditating. First thing, before I even start to do my gratitude, I meditate. So I get quiet, I wake up, I grab my headphones, I put them right beside my bed, so they're right there. My iPhone is also directly beside my bed, so it's right there. So I grab it, plug in my headphones, put it on my head, sit up, close my eyes, take some deep breaths, and I meditate. And I meditate for approximately 28 minutes. Then I actually grab my gratitude journal. And in my gratitude journal, every single day, and I have been doing this for well over 20 years, I write the things that I am grateful for as if they're already in my life right now. Now, I will write down things that I'm grateful for that are in my life right now, but I also write down things that are goals as an example, but I write my gratitude as if they're already done. But here's an important part of doing gratitude. You must feel it. It's not a matter of just grabbing a pen and a piece of paper and writing these things down, not really consciously giving it any emotion. Connect to these things emotionally, as if you've already accomplished them. So that takes a matter of minutes, maybe 10 minutes in total. And then I do my affirmations. Affirmations are designed to reprogram your subconscious mind when you feel the emotional impact of those affirmations. So your affirmations, the ones that you choose, could be affirmations that are building your sense of self. They could be affirmations that are confirming the kind of abundance that you would love to be experiencing in your life. They could be affirmations that speak about the wonderful relationships that you're enjoying. They could be affirmations that talk about the kind of money that you would love to be earning, only the affirmations are saying it as if you're already doing it. Affirmations are designed to build these emotional muscles, these beliefs within your subconscious mind, and it's accomplished through space-time repetition of feeling it genuinely, okay? So I do my affirmations, and then I do my visualization, and I visualize my outcomes as I desire. Now, I create manifestation movies. I have visualization tools that I have directly beside my bed, and I do my visualization. Now, all of these things, other than the meditation, that's 28 minutes, but the gratitude, the affirmations, my visualization probably takes about 15 minutes, not a lot of time. And then I do more affirmations in front of the mirror as I'm getting ready. I do affirmations when I step out of the shower. Now, I'm not adding more time to my day. I'm doing these things already. I'm brushing my teeth, brushing my hair, getting ready, showering, or whatever. I'm doing those things on a regular basis. Then the other thing that I do is I'll grab my earbuds or airbuds. I'll put them in my ear and I push play on my iPhone and I start listening to my Power Life script. And if you're not familiar with what a Power Life script is, go to powerlifescript.com. Power Life script is a detailed description in the present tense as if you're already living your dream life, and you write it and record it and you listen to it every single day. I've been doing this since the 90s, and it is the one thing that's made the biggest difference in my life. So I listen to my Power Life script. I listen to it multiple times a day. I'll listen to it while I'm getting ready or having a coffee in the morning. I'll take the doggies for a walk and I'll be listening to it. I might be doing the dishes in the kitchen and listening to it. I may be watching sports with my husband, and I'm not really paying attention to sports, but I want to be with him. So I'll have my earbuds in and I'm listening to it casually. I may be in the grocery store and I'm listening to my Power Life script. But the reason why I mention that is this is not adding more time to your day. It's something that you can be doing while you're doing other things. And it's making an impact because through space-time repetition, it is going into your subconscious mind. Other things that I do every single day is I study. I study from great books, great materials. I also read my top list of my goals, or I call them my demands, based on my book, The Demand Principle. And then I write in a journal every single day my top goal as if it's already done. And while I'm doing that, fully embracing the outcome as if it's here. And that's pretty much it, right? Simple. You can be doing those things too. And you do them every single day. It's like someone who wants to get in great physical shape. What do? Well, they go to a gym and they work out. They follow a pattern plan. Sometimes they change it up a little bit, as I do with my daily disciplines, but they follow these things every single day. Now, at first, if someone goes to a gym, they start working out, they're not going to feel any change. They'll probably feel sore, if anything, and that's understandable because they haven't been doing this. Same thing with you. You may feel discomfort doing this. It may not feel like you're doing it effectively. That's okay. Just get started, right? The fact that you're doing it is a very positive thing. But the thing is, if someone is going to a gym, a fitness center, every single day, and they've disciplined themselves that they're working out every single day, what are they doing? They're conditioning their physical body. They're working on their muscles. See, this is the benefit of what I'm talking about here with your daily disciplines. You're going to be conditioning yourself. Now, another thing that I do, and this is probably another one of the most powerful things that I do, is as I'm getting ready to drift off into sleep, I ask myself this question. The question is, now that my dream life is fulfilled, or now that my dream is fulfilled, how do I feel? Every single evening, I go to sleep thinking about that, feeling it, connecting to it, embracing it, and then I drift off into sleep. The thing is, what most people do is when they go to bed, they start thinking about their problems. It's quiet. They're a little more relaxed. They start thinking about what they don't have, and then they end up not having a restful sleep, flip-flopping all night long. But if you're thinking and giving focused attention to, now that your dream life is fulfilled, how do I feel? You will only feel good feelings. And when you're feeling good feelings, you're attracting good into your life. And that's ultimately what you want to be doing. So regardless of challenging times, regardless of recessionary periods, regardless of what's going on currently in your life, you have an opportunity right now to change it. Now, it's not going to happen unless you do something about it, but you've got to be willing. You've got to make a committed decision, and then you got to move into the work or move on with the work, disciplining yourself and disciplining yourself every single day. Now, you may want to get the daily discipline checklist, which we give away for free at manifestationtoolbox.com. That's manifestationtoolbox.com. Get the daily discipline checklist. It's right there on that page. Download it, print it out. This is how I condition myself. This is how I discipline myself. So when challenging times come along, or pandemics or recessions or whatever, you don't participate in them because you're stronger than that, because you've built your muscles so strong that nothing's going to take you off track. All right. Now that's my wish for you, is that you're so conditioned and you're feeling so successful and you're really feeling the outcomes as you desire, and you're manifesting with absolute ease. All right. Do it now. Follow these instructions. You're going to be so glad that you did. And I want to thank you for being a subscriber to the Manifestation Podcast. If you love our podcast, leave us a 5-star review, and please share this with your friends. It is a great thing to do. And that's a wrap for today. I look forward to seeing you in our next Manifestation Podcast.